Morning crew, just woke up, had a really kick-ass bike workout, then ate some dragon fruit. Now I'm really full. Oh yeah, fruit makes you fat. Now I want to tell you guys some cool stuff. Some of you know I've been working on a, what's up crew, what's up guys? Gave them some dragon fruit too actually. You can see it, there's some dragon fruit right there, I don't know if you can see it. I don't know why they're in there, but they get let out. They're only in there for like an hour at a time, then they get let out and swapped around. Anyways, entrepreneurship. I want to talk about entrepreneurship. This is something I haven't really talked to you guys ever about before, but some of you know I've been building a web app, developing a web app for the past year and a half, 2 years now, and it's coming along, it's almost ready for launch. A lot of people say that entrepreneurship isn't for everyone, but I think otherwise. I really believe that everyone can be an entrepreneur. If they have an idea and they're confident enough to put it out, then they will become an entrepreneur, or they'll team up with an entrepreneur and be a little co-conspirator or something. But anyways, being an entrepreneur, especially during the startup period, it can be a roller coaster. It can be an absolute roller coaster. There's times now where I feel like an absolute genius. I'm like, wow, what an idea, you know? What an idea. And there's other times where I feel like I'm the dumbest person in the world. Like, how could I have screwed up so massively? And really in the big scheme of things, everything during a startup is quite insignificant, but everything, you blow everything out of proportion during the startup phase of a company or a business that you're starting. So yeah, there are times where I feel like the absolute smartest person in the world, I feel like a genius, and other times where I just feel like going down this downward spiral and I'm just like, oh, how am I gonna ever get out of this one? I screwed myself over big time, I'm such an idiot, and then yeah, you pick yourself out. So I've listened to a lot of YouTube videos in the past about how to succeed as an entrepreneur, how to make sure your startup succeeds and all this stuff, but I think what's even more valuable, rather than saying like, okay, here's where you are now, and here's how to get to where you want to get to, I'd much rather see signposts along the way. I'd rather say like, oh, here's a check mark, oh, clearly I'm on the right path because here's another check mark, clearly I'm on the path because here's another milestone I just checked off here. There are some things that I call, oh, little ants all over me, shit. Walked through a little ant line. It's something called side effects or symptoms of success. And some of the side effects and symptoms of success, some of the signposts that you know you're succeeding, that you're on the right path, that you're going to succeed, or that you have a greater chance of success, are never giving up, just persisting no matter what. So if something screws up, too bad, you try again. If someone F's you over, too bad, try again. Do something else, just do something else, just persist. Never give up until you see your project see the light of day. Oh man, I'm never wearing bare feet down here ever again. The ants keep getting me. So that's the beautiful thing about being an entrepreneur, is that you, at one point, everything was just in your, fuck man, these are painful. Damn, I think I should head back. It's just gonna get worse. I should run back actually. Barefoot running 101. This is how it was invented. Get away from the ants. Man, I can't even carry on a thought here. You had an idea at one point, whether it's an web application, an iPhone application, or a product like an iPhone or whatever it is. You have an idea, it's all in your head, and then next thing you know, you start writing it down on paper, drawing it out. Next thing you know, you start talking to people about it. Next thing you know, you start talking to the people who can actually develop it. Next thing you know, you start raising funds for it. And just slowly but surely, these steps just happen, you know. It's like next step, you know, you're trying to get users and product testers for your site or your app or your product. It's just one thing after the other. So it can be really exciting, and you will persist if you love it. Just like anything, you will persist. And another side effect or symptom of successful entrepreneurs, is that there's no excuses. There's no excuses, absolutely no excuses. You wouldn't even entertain an excuse if you really wanted something. It's kind of like if you show up at the Olympics and it's the gold medal race for the 100-meter freestyle in the swimming. If you want to win that race, you wouldn't put weights on your legs and your arms to weigh yourself down and make yourself slower. Because that would make you a lot harder to win, and you wouldn't do that. You would never jeopardize your chances of winning in any way. And that's all excuses do. Excuses simply jeopardize your chance of success. So as an entrepreneur, you just simply do not ever come up with excuses. If you're tired, it doesn't matter, you just keep packing away at it. If you're hungry, it doesn't matter, you don't go eat, you just keep hacking away at it. If someone screws you over, it doesn't matter, you just find someone else. You know, if you run out of money, it doesn't matter, just raise some more money. You just never give up. Same with the first one, you just persist. So you have absolutely no excuses, man. If you're in the wrong location, it doesn't matter, you fly away to a different location or something. But either way, you just never give up. And then another side effect or symptom of success is that you just great attention to detail and super high standards for everything. If it's something as small as like a color scheme, or something as simple as like a shade of a color, or like a simple location of the logo or something, or or just the way something clicks when you click on it. Just like these little things, they really mean something to you. You intensely give a shit about your product or your service or your app if you're going to be a successful entrepreneur. That the people who are in it just for the money, that's another thing. Another side effect or symptom is that you're not in it for the money. You really could be doing it for free. In fact, you could be spending all your time and money on this project just to relinquish it up to somebody else at the end, because you really don't care about the money. You really don't care about the money. And yet it's paradoxical, because you really wouldn't even be able to do it long term if it wasn't for the money. You don't do it for the money, and you don't have this expectation necessarily of long-term success. Yes, of course you'd love to see it succeed and you have a feeling it's going to succeed, but there's no expectation and there's no necessity for it to succeed long term. You're just doing it for the in the moment pleasure. There's some people watching me make this YouTube video right now, right there. They think it's weird. They probably never seen someone vlog before. But it's just like any long-term relationship. Any relationship you're in right now, you're doing it because you love to be in that relationship. You're not doing it so that 5 years later you can get married or something. You're just in it, or you should be at least in it, just because you love it. So Sawadee Cup. You guys watch YouTube? YouTube?
I love YouTube there.
YouTube, yeah. So that's another side effect or symptom, is that you're just doing it simply because you love it and for no other reason. And I think another side effect or symptom of being a successful entrepreneur is that you just love to help people. You want to help people. You want to make your product or service as great as you can. Not just a little bit better than any other product or service out there, but a lot better. You want to make it far superior than any other product out there, because you feel like you can really make a difference in people's lives if it is a lot better. And another side effect or symptom is that you feel like this product is absolutely needed. The world needs what you're going to provide the world. The world needs what only you can provide. And another side effect or symptom is that you continue to believe in your product or service or application or whatever it is, your company, even when nobody else does. There's two groups of skeptics and pessimists out there that you don't want to listen to, and that you won't listen to if you're a successful entrepreneur. And the two groups of people are the ones who say that if it could be done, it would be done already. And then the other group of people would say there's already something like that already out there. So it's like with both trains of thought, you can't win, because if something doesn't exist in their world, then it can't exist, because if it could exist, it would already exist. And then the other group of people said, if you want to put out a product, there's probably already something out there just like it, and there's no way that you're going to be able to improve on it. So it's like those people are completely complacent, and you're not going to listen to them if you have any chance of success as an entrepreneur. So anyways, hope you got something from this video. Again, it's not something I've really ever talked about before, but something I've been living for the past going on 2 years now. If you do want to be a part of the site, if you do want to be a tester for the web app, send me an email at ted@tediscool.com with the subject line website tester, and I will contact you when the site is ready for testing. Don't expect an email back from me right away, but maybe expect an email back from me within the next week or two, because I'll definitely be looking for testers then. This is something super exciting. It's an app that's going to let people help one another in a way that the World Wide Web has never really seen before. It's a new type of site. It's really a big social experiment. I have a feeling it's going to work, but again, there's nothing like this out there right now, so I can't really say that it will work for sure. There are similar sites, but they do things a lot differently, and I think this one's going to just take things to the next level. Make it so much easier to help someone help themselves, and in return, help you. So, peace guys, thanks for watching. Adios. From Phuket to Chiang Mai.
Feeling divine, fruit living with nature's design.
Oh.